Right? Jeez. Alright, to start this story off, we're gonna use a metaphor. So you're at the Olympics. You're a professional gymnast, a gymnastics master, if you will. And you have the steady rings before you. So you grasp those rings and you lift yourself up and you swing. So those were the desks at my high school. And you know what I'm talking about. You place your hands down on the desk and you just swing forward, and it's so good. Hey, don't even pretend like you didn't do it. If there's two desks that were just like perfectly spaced apart, they're just the right height that your hands just like turn into magnets and just. So these desks were in every classroom, including my chemistry class. So this class was with my all-time favorite teacher, Mr. R. Like, this teacher was so cool. He once drank out of his shoe. It was to prove a point. He filled his shoe up at the sink and just like, and he drank the whole thing too. And afterwards, he even found a Band-Aid in it. Oh man, good times. Out of respect, I won't say his name. I'll just call him Mr. R. But I had this class with my best friends, Jordan and Bob. So Jordan, Bob, and I, we're pretty close. We're like bros. You know, like a peanut butter and Nutella sandwich without the crust. You know what? Oh man, look at that. Ooh. So this class was 2 hours long, so we had a break in the middle. And so Mr. R would like to take us to the restrooms during this break. Because, you know, we had so many bladder babies that couldn't hold their pee for 2 hours. So the rest of us had to suffer and stand outside the bathrooms for 5 minutes while they did their business. And so we didn't want to do this. The chains of break time do not bind us. No, we forge our own path. So we had our ways of communication in the class because, you know, since my bros and I were in the same class, the teacher, of course, had to sit us all at opposite ends of the classroom. Me and Jordan were up in the front and Bob was in the back. And so not all of us had phones. So we had to roll up pieces of paper and shoot them with rubber bands. You know, most of the time we would just say stupid stuff that, like, it's not funny anymore. Like, you get a message. Jeez. Have you seen the clown that hides from gay people at the mall? What clown? Oh. You know, but this time we formed a plan. So I've drawn a little map on a binder. So if we start at the front of the pack, we can go around the hallways and back to the classroom. So break time arrives. We exit the class first, just as planned. Make it to that first corner, turn back, give a little bit of a wink to the classmates behind us, and then we vanish into thin air. We booked it down the hallway. We make it all the way around. We peek past the wall a little bit, see the last trickle of students going around the corner that we just Houdini'd from. So we enter the classroom. All kinds of goodies awaited us. So there's a pump rocket in there, you know, some dangerous chemicals that we weren't supposed to mess with, some textbooks. But you get the point. This classroom that was once the cave of sorrows was now a candy land of excitement. Except instead of candy, it was beef jerky. Because we found some jerky on the teacher's desk, and of course we had to taste test it. We had to make sure that our favorite teach wasn't getting poisoned. We were sophomores, but sophomore geniuses because of what we saw next. It was a demonstration. A demonstration. So it was a 2-liter bottle. It was kind of like this. And so what you do is you squeeze it really freaking hard, and the sauce packet floats down to the bottom. And it defies water gravity. Water gravity. Don't ask me how it works. I failed chemistry. Probably magic is the best answer. Upon seeing this bottle, we get an idea. The idea goes like so. We untwist the cap a little bit, that way the next time the teacher goes to demonstrate. Oh man, my sandwich. So we untoasted the cap and we just set it down on one of the students' desks. And then we began shenaniganizing again. That's when we hear the little pitter-patter of the students' feet on the ground. They were coming down the hallway. And so we gotta get out of there. We can't be the first ones in class. If the teacher happens to demonstrate it for us, then we're the obvious culprits. Then we get in trouble, sent to the principal's office. The principal then calls our parents and we get in even more trouble because our parents just laugh because it's a freaking hilarious prank. So we gotta go back out the way that we came. But before Jordan and I can take one step, Robert then succumbs to the perfect desk height and swings over one of the desks. It just so happened to be one of the desks that the bottle was on. So he swings over, stumbles upon landing, and hits the leg of the desk. And so the bottle kind of just like wobbles a little bit, and then it just falls and explodes and water's everywhere now. So Bob is in his post-desk swing stance. He looks back just in time to see the bottle fall off the desk, and then he just takes off running. He left us. So Jordan and I look at each other and we didn't panic. No, the bread may have been gone from our peanut butter and Nutella sandwich, but that just left the peanut butter and Nutella to intertwine and mingle. And our minds were connected. We formed a single unimind with one sole purpose: get rid of the evidence. So we automatically have a plan. Jordan grabs the bottle, runs over to the sink to go fill it back up with water. And so I gotta find something to clean this up with. So I throw the desks aside and start looking around the room. So I grab a box of tissues and just like throw the whole thing on there. It did nothing. So then I spot the paper towels and sprint over there. Except there's one of those stupid dispensers that you click the button down and one little rectangle pops out. Like, how am I supposed to dry my hands with this, let alone the entire freaking ocean in my chemistry class? They say something crazy like 80% of the earth is water. Yeah, 70% of that was in that classroom. So I press that dispenser button approximately 1,500 times, run back into the classroom, throw the towels on the ground, start wiping everything up. Luckily, 1,500 paper towels is just the right amount to soak up the entire Atlantic. So I quickly fix the desks again. I look up to see Jordan twisting the cap back onto the bottle. We run, sit back down in our seats just in time because then the students started entering the classroom. So I'm sitting there, hands on my desk, staring straight forward. I remember seeing Jordan out of the corner of my eye like fiercely taking notes for some reason. So everyone enters the class. Bob comes in last. So we turn back to him just kind of like, "Oh, hey Robert. How was break?" And he's just dumbfounded. Like he's looking around like how. Nothing. No evidence was left. It was the perfect crime, where no crime was actually committed. It was great because nobody knew. To this day, nobody knows. Well, actually, when the bell rang at the end of class, the kid whose desk the bottle was on, apparently his backpack soaked up like half full of water. He's looking around like, how? We didn't say a word. I don't even remember who it was, honestly. But, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that concludes our story. I'm sorry I was a little bit late, but there will be a video up next week. Maybe I'll try something new. I don't know. We'll see. Things are changing, improving. And if you haven't noticed, you're an idiot. Yeah, like you guys are a little bit closer. That might make me a little bit less spicy. There's this nice foam around me now. Hopefully that'll get some of the echoes out. I'll get some more too. You guys probably don't really care though, so hit the subscribe button and I'll see you next time.